Hello, thank you for being with me, Tiger Lilith Tarot. This is going to be a last quarter moon spread for Sagittarius placements. Hello, Sagittariuses and all non-Sagittariuses watching. Hope everyone is good. So last quarter moon. So this reading is going to be for the 26th to the 3rd. We're going to be taking a look at the energies from the past 3 weeks and how you can use those to guide you through to the next week. Right, Sagittarius? And if this message resonates, please go ahead, like, subscribe. If you're interested in a personal reading, I do offer personal readings. How you can get a hold of me is in the description box below, and I would be so happy to hear from you guys. All right, Sagittarius, let's get started. What are you procrastinating on? This is what needs to be completed from intentions you set from the last 3 weeks. So we have the 10 of Cups. Something that's going to bring you complete emotional fulfillment and make you feel just like you're seeing rainbows in the sky everywhere. But you're not taking action on whatever this is. So maybe 3 weeks ago, if there's any intentions, anything you started or thinking about starting, that was with the goal of with the intention of something bringing you emotional fulfillment and satisfaction. Take a look at that. We're going to clarify the spread and we'll see a little further as we go. The moon is under what you have learned the past 3 weeks. You've learned to go on mysterious journeys, and that you might not have all the answers, but you go on you're going on the journey anyway. You're learning. I feel like you've learned the past 3 weeks how to incorporate the unknowing into your life, accepting the unknown with ease a little more the past 3 weeks, or that something has happened the past 3 weeks that has taught you that. And so those are achievements that you can now share with the world. Energies that you can put out there is that you're not afraid. There's a fear that has left you. We'll look into more. It could also be you could have overcome some sort of addiction or fantastical ideology, fantastical thinking. You could have maybe been brought down to earth a little bit the past 3 weeks too. All right, Page of Swords under a mentality you're currently outgrowing. Yeah, you're coming down to earth. If you're outgrowing this Page of Swords mentality, the Page of Swords is very curious but guarded. But what he's learning is transformational. He's seeing that cows can fly. It's this idealist. There's an idealist energy to the Page of Swords. This is what you're outgrowing. Idealism. You're outgrowing waiting for the ideal situation, waiting for the ideal communication. Right? That's what I mean by accepting the fear. You're outgrowing... And you're outgrowing just learning. There's a curiosity that you're outgrowing. Needing to have all the answers. And that's and this is also though what you're resisting outgrowing, because our ego kind of pulls those things back. So the answer on how to overcome the resistance of outgrowing this is the center card here, the Empress. If there's something that you've wanted to create, if you've been felt pulled to create something new, fresh and bright, Sagittarius, please go ahead and do that. This is a card definitely encouraging that. But I feel like you already have abundance, this fresh, bright energy in your life. If you don't already, bring it forward, right? Maybe that's what the 10 of Cups here, the procrastination, the Empress, because the Empress is such a bright, beautiful, young, not young as in innocent. She's maternal, but it's fresh. There's a vitality to the Empress. Vitality is your answer here to this this outdated, curious, idealist type of energy, and not making forward movement, having your guard up while you're an idealist. Okay, the Five of Wands, what to make room for in your life right now? Compromise, playful competition, allow other energies in. The Star, what change is coming to you next? Something inspirational. There's something that's going to really inspire you that's coming towards you. And it's a healing energy as well. It's expansive and healing, which to me implies that the healing energy is very large. Because if you're expanding while healing, then, or not while healing, but while in the process of healing, then that healing energy is a very powerful healing energy, because it's allowing you to heal outward and widen your vision. And that's what is coming to you next. The overall magic and wisdom of this moon phase, justice. You want justice, you want balance. I feel like you want commitment, actually. The justice is about, legal documents, getting your fairness, right? The just, truth. You want the truth. But I think it's more than just about a balance. It's like you want a committed truth. It's like you want someone to tell you the truth with conviction. You want to be really convinced of the truth. Yeah, the Queen of Wands. Talk about conviction. Queen of Wands is the only, this is fire energy, right? Leo, Aries, and Sagittarius. The Queen of Wands is the only wand court card not protected by the flames behind her. She is wholehearted energy. You want something with your whole entire heart. You want, because this is the underlying energy of this spread. All right, let's clarify, Sagittarius. Very interesting energies here. This center row here, we have the Moon, the Empress, the Star, and Justice. Quite a row. All right, Ten of Cups. What is Sagittarius? What do they need to adjust in order to complete? What do they need to complete? Ten of Cups is paired with the Hermit. So you've done some very, very deep soul searching and introspection. You've gone inside. Almost. You're procrastinating about going inside, going deep inside, Sagittarius, and accessing. You want to, Queen of Wands, wholeheartedly, and it's going to bring you emotional fulfillment. So look, but so you're resisting looking really deep inside for the answers. You might be looking for the answers in other people, places, things, material items, but you hold the answer. But you're not letting yourself go deep enough to find it. So in the next week, try and do some, the deep soul searching of the Hermit. You maybe have been, you maybe have been in a hermit mode, but what you're to make room for in your life is the Five of Wands, so other energies. If you have been in hermit mode, what this is saying to me is go deeper, If there's something that you're searching for that you haven't found yet, it's there. The Hermit has all of the answers. The Hermit found she's holding it, she's cradling the star in her hands. This is, in the traditional Rider-Waite, the star that the Hermit has is this star. So, and this is what's coming to you next. What's coming to you next is the star, but if you don't do the soul searching with the Hermit, you're not going to find it, because that's where the star is inside of you. It's in your core. The moon is clarified by the Knight of Scrolls, the Knight of Swords. So the Knight of Swords is above the Page of Swords, right here. What have you learned? You've learned to use your intellectual capabilities to cut through your fear. Something that the Page of Swords is what you're outgrowing, because you've learned the Knight of Swords. So it's time to step out of this Page of Swords stagnant idealist energy completely. Because the Knight of Swords, you already learned the lesson. This is what you learned the past 3 weeks. So it makes sense that that's why this needs to be released. It's no longer serving you at all. You are the Knight of Swords. So release the Page of Swords energy. Mentality you're currently outgrowing. That you can't save yourself. The Five of Stones. This is the Five of Pentacles. This in particular card I really like, because she is surrounded by these 5 stones. This is support for her. She's not looking at them, but she even let's look at this card as she's trapped in these 5 stones. She has wings. She can literally fly out of this situation and remove herself completely. It's what's the mentality, sorry Sagittarius, the mentality you're currently outgrowing is looking, this idealist idea of support. That's what I get. It's like an idealized version of what will support you, but there's no movement to it. It's just stagnant, and it's not going anywhere. And it is constricted. I mean, to me, she looks very constricted. But she can free herself. So you're outgrowing feeling restricted and trapped by like idealist mindsets, I think. Oh my gosh, the Emperor clarifies the Empress. I love it when that happens. How to cease resistance and break free. The Emperor and the Empress. Balance these two energies. The Empress is very, very giving and generous, because she knows that she is connected to the ultimate source of power. And that is why there is fruitful energy around her all the time, because she is giving it away and it's just being replenished. The Emperor tells you to stick firm to your boundaries. The Emperor is not giving much of anything away, really. He's the green man here in this deck. Integrating these two energies, giving all and knowing that there's always going to be more for you, while remaining firm in your boundaries. Right? The Queen of Wands, sorry, that wholehearted energy that's leading this spread. It's a beautiful energy, Sagittarius. It's very pure and, like I said, heartfelt. But a balancing of continue to give, but these boundaries need to be present as well, because there's a balance that needs... I almost feel like you're giving a lot and not being... It's like you're not being acknowledged for it, and people aren't realizing that's making you sad. And that's why the Emperor's here, is to kind of telling you, put up some boundaries. I'm not saying don't give anymore, but there needs to be some sort of boundaries up, because I think you're getting like hurt that you're not being recognized, because I think that's why the Emperor is there, is that strong, kind of secure, stable I'm not budging kind of energy. I'm not giving to something that doesn't give to me, is what I feel with the Emperor. Not usually, but that's what I'm getting here, especially with the dual, with the pair, the Emperor and the Empress. Two very driven energies, too. The Five of Wands is clarified by the Two of Stones for what to make room for in your life right now. Two of Pentacles. Ordinarily, I would say this is kind of a balancing act, but I don't think so. I think clarifying the Five of Wands, so making room in your life for other energies and energies that, and compromising with those energies, not taking everything so seriously. This bear is nervous about stepping in between this gap here onto the second stone. He's staying on that one, and there's a tentative, he's ready, a tentative step towards that second stone. It is about balance. He needs to be very balanced in order to get to this second stone. There's a challenge in between. But I think to me, this is saying what to make room for in your life is taking on, knowing that you can step in onto that second stone. It's not, it's not so serious. More playful energy. You can do this. There is a balance. If you trust that you can step from one stone onto the other, I think that's what is needed. Because the Five of Wands, again, playfulness. There's something about playfulness and not taking things so seriously, too. It's interesting. Scorpio had a similar message. Sagittarius says, you guys might have lost Scorpio in your chart here. I don't know, Scorpio comes before your sign. Maybe there's just some overlapping energy. The star is clarified by the Ace of Wands. How funny. I called the Queen of Wands the Ace of Wands earlier, so I was wondering if it was going to pop out. Here it is. What change is coming to you next? Ace of Wands. Something beautiful, bright, brand new, instinctual, passionate beginning. That's also healing and expansive. These are two really nice energies here. There's a little fertility on this spread. I will say that. If anyone is looking, I don't know, pregnancy-wise, this is a pretty fertile time, it appears. And very healing at the same time. So what's coming to you next is a passionate new beginning. Something wholehearted. Wow. Oh God. And the Ace of Scrolls, Ace of Swords, clarifies justice. Boy, Sagittarius, yeah, you just want the truth. It's like I said, like the committed truth. It's like you want someone to sign, like you want something in writing. I don't know. That, like, promises that promises clarity. Okay. Seven of Scrolls at the bottom of the deck. Seven of Swords. Lies, deceit, omissions of truth. He's put down, in this particular deck, he has put down these scrolls because he's not trusting them. He's holding on to this one like scrap of knowledge that he still trusts. There's something you weren't trusting, I think. And maybe that's the cause for going deep inside of the Hermit. That's the necessity there. But Sagittarius, I really do think, with most people, I mean, well, yes, the answer is the Emperor and Empress. For you, Sagittarius, I almost think it's more accepting that you've gone from the Page of Swords to the Knight of Swords and coming out of this idealist energy, and then being disappointed when the ideal doesn't happen, and just going way inside of yourself and really, really shutting down and becoming very affected by it and feeling like like you're not supported at all. It's kind of an extreme response. It feels that way. And maybe that's why justice is here. Yeah, at the end, there a balance of something needs to come into balance, and it has to do with the ace of swords, ace of scrolls. You might be getting or wanting to send clear messages, but they unlock something. They unlock the truth, I feel, with justice here. All right, Sagittarius, that is what I have for you. I really hope it helped. If it did, like, subscribe, let me know in the comments, and I will see you on the next one. Take care of yourselves. Bye-bye.